and a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. And that shot should leave no doubt as to where we are tonight. It's the Toyota Center here in downtown Houston, Texas. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. And here's a look at some numbers for Capella.
There's been a drop-off in the rebounding numbers. He seems to be getting out-muscled on the glass in a way we didn't see earlier in the season. His last 10 games, the totals have taken a huge hit.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, guys, since Devin Booker's been in the pros, he's been able to show his ability to create. He said at Kentucky, all I shot was catch and shoot threes. I was fitting in with my team, playing off of others. But my dad always taught me the fundamentals. I don't want to rely on one thing. Being good at everything is how you earn your spot on the floor. Devin?
He's doing it all, D.A. Thanks. Of course, we know these teams have great perimeter play, and they rely on it a lot.
It feels as though, Kevin, the current rules in today's game favor ball handling. They favor shooting ability. They want high-scoring games with an ability to go unimpeded to the basket. And what it translates to me, it translates to pretty free-flowing basketball. You've seen the game evolve over the years, Kevin. What's your take on it?
I love the way that we see guys with great handles that can shoot and penetrate. I love the bigs outside. I got to tell you, Doris, there's nothing about the game I don't like right now.
I'm right there with you.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Inside, Saric and Baines. Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And for Houston, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair, they're the backcourt. Tucker and Capella are up front. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Capella. He can't get it to go. So Phoenix will take it the other way. There's the triple. Connects from three-point range.
Wow, able to survey over the top of defenses as well as squeeze into tight quarters. Rubio is the consummate playmaker.
And here's Westbrook. He had 19 points in the win against Toronto. Passes it to House. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. This is his first free throw of the game.
And high-quality numbers for him all season long. How about 81 from the line?
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. That one is no good.
You think back to after the trade from Philadelphia, Dario Saric had a hard time getting settled in with Minnesota. They started him in a bench role, and it wasn't until he became a starter that you saw his productivity increase.
Now, here's Rubio. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Pelicans in New Orleans.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over. Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, Greg, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Rubio. James Harden picking up that last basket. And finished off by Oubre.
Now, I tell you, you put it anywhere around the rim, and Oubre's got the reach to go and get it.
And Doris with Saric coming off the bench is something he's done in the past. But he had better results as a starter last season.
It would appear to me he is much more comfortable as a starter. His shot seems to come a little bit easier. The floor spacing this young man provides is a huge plus for his team.
Booker in the corner. A three-pointer, no good.
and I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Here's Westbrook, and he lays it straight in.
If Westbrook senses even a sliver of space, he is going to attack the cup.
Harden against Booker. Over Harden. No good from Booker.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Feeds it to Saric. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
You know, I think the versatility Saric provides is big in today's NBA. This guy can play the 3 and the 4. He can shoot from anywhere. He can also hit the glass. Very good passer. There's a lot to his game.
First free throw is good. Good on both. Couple teams now, Doris, slumping here in the middle of the season. How can they avoid lengthy cold streaks, the absence of wind?
Yeah, I think this is where veteran leadership can become such an integral part of the success over the course of a long season. This is the point when you start to lose games, you can sort of break apart and splinter, and that is where that veteran leadership in the locker room, just to keep everybody unified, can be so critical.
Now, here is Harden. Devin Booker missing his last shot. Harden finds Westbrook. It's good from long range. Westbrook's got 5 now.
Boy, Westbrook, that balances out that speed and athleticism. That long-range shot is on point.
On the wing, Booker, coming off a stellar performance against New Orleans.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and again it's the Rockets from deep. So it's Phoenix now, 4-point game. Booker outside. Pass to Saric. Rubio outside. Just 5 to shoot. Knocked away. Westbrook with the block.
Oh my goodness, Russell Westbrook twice on the pipe, sends that shot back. My goodness.
Houston leading by 4. A second chance effort. Capella dishes to Tucker. Oubre outside. The offensive rebound. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
Outside Westbrook. Rubio with the rebound.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Kelly Oubre Jr. puts it on the deck and leaves no doubt.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for Houston. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Yeah, they really snuffed that one out. Didn't execute all that well. Fortunate to walk away with the W.
Yeah, but as a team, you actually love a win like that. You're struggling from the field. You don't have your best stuff. Still, you find a way to gut out a win.
Here's Booker. James Harden picking up that last basket. Rubio the pass to Booker. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Harden. 23 points for him the last game against Toronto.
He was active all night on the defensive end as well. With all the steals he came away with, he had him totally rattled.
Phoenix is gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Rockets have gone 5 of 12 from the field since the opening tip. The drive by Rubio. Count that bucket.
Well, the balance that Ricky Rubio has, even under duress, stays calm and finds a way to score it.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Houston gets it back. Got a piece of it.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Down low, here's Saric, and slam dunk by Saric.
Well, that's the court awareness of Mr. Devin Booker. This guy increasingly becoming such a good passer.
Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. The pass to Baines. Pass to Saric. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so here's Phoenix. Pass to Booker. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And how about that exhale there? Finally gets one to fall through 6 attempts.
Harden against Booker. Inside, stolen. 4-on-3 break. Here's Saric, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the foul against Houston.
Boy, it really helps when Dario Saric is aggressive like this. The guy makes the defender commit, and nicely done offensively.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. And that one falls from Saric.
Well, you look at the Suns going forward. They have got to believe a big part of the puzzle is DeAndre Ayton. This guy was the #1 overall pick in last year's draft.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Tyson Chandler. He's checked in for Clint Capella. Cephalosha comes in for P.J. Tucker. And McLemore, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And so he makes both from the line. Doris Ayton, a terrific rebounder. He can score in the paint, and of course, he is still improving.
Yeah, what you like about DeAndre Ayton, Kev, is he doesn't just rely on his God-given talent. This guy knows he needs to be more consistent with the jumper, improve his overall defensive awareness, but this guy is willing to put in the work to become a complete and great NBA player.
If you were coaching, Doris, and you could run your offense through any center in the game, and let's take guys that are playing right now because we can go back in history and the names are endless, but who would you run your offense through at that position?
Probably a guy that the casual NBA fan is not as knowledgeable about as they should be, Kevin, and that's Nikola Jokic. This is a young, early 20-year-old who may be the best passer out of the post position that we've seen in a generation. Jokic is a guy who can handle the ball from three-point territory. He can take it off the window and initiate your offense. They run him like a point center, and it's appropriate because he's unselfish and gifted as a passer.
Gifted, great word to use, you're right. Now, here's Diallo. His last outing, he had 8 points. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Takes the 13-footer. Johnson can't get it to go.
Listen, offensively, they're very comfortable with him taking that shot. It's a good look under very little pressure. He just can't convert.
Here's Rivers. 9-point game his last outing. High, arcing shot. Good D by Johnson.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Booker outside. He kicks it to Bridges. Pass to Diallo. Back to Bridges. For three, Booker. Tyson Chandler pulls it in.
Boy, a forgettable night for him, but thankfully his teammates have played well overall.
Another miss by Houston. The Suns leading. Booker looking around. Now the pass to Johnson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Over the last few seasons, Tyler Johnson turning himself into one of the premier options off the bench.
Kevin, you could easily see this guy winning a 6th Man of the Year award in the future. He's versatile in terms of where he can slot in offensively. He's always looking to score, and you need that kind of punch off the bench.
And that one falls for Johnson.
Well, when you look at the skill set of Tyler Johnson, he really is the epitome of a catalyst. Comes in full energy every time, and if he's hitting his shots, you just ride that wave of scoring.
So Johnson hits 2 of them. And with Johnson, Greg, you never know how on his shot will be day to day.
And that's okay. Teams need a player who can carry them off the bench when they get it going. Johnson is a bit of a microwave that heats up immediately, but if he's cold, you simply drop back the minutes for that game.
Harden, that's good.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
Lets a floater go. Here's Diallo, and the layup falls.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here is Cephalosha. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Kaminsky. Pass to Bridges. Suns moving the ball around. Booker with it. A big-time producer. Currently, he's averaging 25 points a game. A three-pointer off the mark. Houston's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. To the inside. And Harden with the stuff.
And I just love how aggressive Harden is inside. When he's deep like that, he is ready to finish with authority.
Now here's Johnson. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Booker with no one around. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Booker's got 5.
Very aggressive in terms of looking for his shot. 9 attempts already, but only able to knock down 2.
Here's Rivers, and Houston again with the bucket.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Johnson, the pass to Bridges. Harden against Booker. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Doris, what has impressed me about Booker is that he's put up great numbers despite not having a lot of franchise stability at the start of his career.
No doubt, Kevin. For Devin Booker, his first 4 seasons, he had 4 different head coaches. That doesn't even start to touch the roster turnover he's dealt with. Through everything he's faced, he has produced on the offensive end. You love this guy's upside.
Free throw good, Booker.
Well, there are very few scorers in the NBA who are as explosive as Devin Booker. Boy, when this guy finds his rhythm, he can take over a game from just about any part of the floor, and there's nothing the defense can do about it.
And the Suns making a change here. Johnson's checked in. He hits both from the stripe.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by Kaminsky. A nice shot by Rivers.
Oh,
they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Johnson dishes to Kaminsky. Back to Johnson. There's the three. Offensive rebound. Bridges makes it off the glass. And the Suns lead by 3.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Here is Harden. From deep. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. A big-time effort for Dario Saric, providing a lot of energy for the Phoenix Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Right back after this break. Russell Westbrook has surly disposition on the court, but he talks about the power of positivity with his teammates.
Throughout the years, I've been trying to find ways to be a better leader. Leadership was a huge thing, and I felt the way I reacted to certain plays and my facial expressions and my demeanor can change a lot for a teammate.
Well, you can't win it alone.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
And a few of those led to quick scores at the other end. Really active first quarter for them.
On the court for the Suns, Booker and Johnson fill out the wings. Bridges out there with Kaminsky. And it's Johnson in at the point guard position. Rockets trail by 3. Rivers surveying the D. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. Of course, you've seen a lot of these big men come and go in this league. Who would you say right now is the most complete big man in the NBA?
Well, 2 guys come to my mind immediately, and that's Joel Embiid, who I think probably could be more efficient with his three-point shooting, but is still enough of a threat that you have to guard him out there. They enter the ball through him in the post, and he can be a dominant scorer. He can also put it on the deck. And then Anthony Davis, who you could say all of those attributes that Joel Embiid has, the Brow has as well. Those are 2 of the most complete, dominant, two-way big men in today's game.
Phoenix leading by 3. To the middle. It's tipped. Johnson finds Booker. And the layup's good off the glass. Booker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
But just tremendous concentration by Booker. Defense tries to bully him, but he stays completely locked and loaded.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. It's Rivers on the wing. The Rockets again can't hit. The Suns have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Booker outside. Back to Johnson from the arc. No good. And the Rockets take it the other way. They host the Kings after this game, and that game is the second of 2 straight at home. On the wing, Chandler. He's guarded by Johnson. 6 to shoot. Now here's McLemore, guarded closely.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
And this is what the really good defensive players do. They anticipate, and they're rarely fooled.
Rockets trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And Phoenix has possession. Phoenix leading by 5. Passes it to Bridges. From deep three-point range, and again, it's the Suns missing.
And for him to shoot from that distance is a bit of a head scratcher.
I think as a player, you have to know your strengths and play to them, and that is not within his range.
Now here's Harden. 10 points for him. Can they get it? Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And it's another James Harden special we're witnessing here tonight. I think this fella's got some game.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. No good from Booker.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Now here's Rivers. He's got 6 at the elbow. Chandler. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Phoenix. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Booker outside. Pass to Bridges. Johnson outside. Johnson outside. Over Rivers. Phoenix, no good that time either. Houston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The pass to Chandler. Harden surveying the D. They grab their own miss. Chandler's shot, good. Chandler's got the game tied up here for Houston.
Yeah, because of his length and toughness, so difficult to stop Chandler from converting off the window.
Johnson kicks to Kaminsky. Puts it up from 15. And there's Booker on the assist by Kaminsky. Booker's got 4 points in the quarter.
What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Doris, you've accomplished so much in your award-winning career. What was your first experience in broadcasting?
Kevin, my first experience was I left coaching and they put Providence College women's basketball on radio. That was the first ever game I got to call. It was so cool. Tell me yours. What was the very first? Did you study this? How did you get into broadcasting?
I did. Our high school had a radio station, and the first basketball broadcast was underneath the bleachers, looking through popcorn boxes and legs of the people that were standing in the bleachers so that I could see the court from the baseline.
Amazing.
Because that's where the telephone cables were to plug in our equipment. And I was 16 years old.
Incredible.
I remember it very well.
Incredible.
Very well. Houston with a big group substitution here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Chandler. P.J. Tucker comes in for Cephalosha. Daniel House is checked in for James Harden. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Austin Rivers. And the Suns here with a different look. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Frank Kaminsky. Saric comes in for Mikal Bridges. Oubre is checked in for Johnson. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Booker. Now, here's Capella. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And it's Westbrook missing.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better
than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same. Boy, at some point you've got to realize there might be a better option standing next to you. This guy has not made one basket in this period.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Phoenix has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Now Saric, 9 points in the game so far. Kicks it to Rubio. From deep, the long distance three is buried. Rubio's got 5 points so far.
You know, that's big for Ricky Rubio's confidence. When that guy's drilling tough shots, it helps him get in a groove. Look out.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Oubre against Westbrook. Oubre passes to Baines. Over House. Shots good by Baines. Baines has got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Westbrook missing again.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
13 feet away, and the Suns tack on 2 more.
I tell you, as Johnson's career has gone on, his confidence has grown exponentially. Nice shot there.
No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. And it's Westbrook again missing.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Here's House. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
Well, the aggressiveness of Russell Westbrook setting up that bucket right there. This guy knows how to find the best shot possible.
Now, here's Rubio. He has 5. Saric outside. From outside the arc, another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, you have to respect how fast Kelly Oubre gets his shot off in catch-and-shoot situations.
Rockets trail by 8. Lob pass to Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
And hard to decide which was better, the pass, the catch, or the slam.
Oh, there's no wrong answer. Sensational alley-oop. Now, here's Rubio. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Saric outside. Shoots over Tucker. The shot by Saric, no good. So for Phoenix, their last game a win against the Pelicans in New Orleans. Offensive rebound. Here's Tucker. Here's Capella, and the dunk by Capella.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
Now here's Saric. He's got 9. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And the first task for Monty Williams is going to be retooling this offense. Plenty of offensive talent here. Team has underperformed on that end for years.
And one of the things he wants to implement, Greg, Monty Williams wants to utilize more movement, right? He has mentioned a style similar to what they ran while he was with the Spurs organization. So don't expect to see any stagnant bodies on the offensive end this year.
And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That is his first foul of the game. Diallo, he's checked in for Phoenix. And here's Rubio. He has 5. Pass to Baines. He dishes it to Oubre. Clock at 6. Softly drops in the floater. Oubre's got 5 points now in the quarter.
You can see it. Once this guy gets his rhythm, he is so hard to slow down. What an excellent night for him and his team.
Now here's McLemore. He's coming off a 28-point game against the Raptors in Toronto. Second chance shot. And it's Capella missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
We call that a great contest. You know this is something he brings to the table, the ability to anchor your defense.
So it's Phoenix now after Clint Capella's miss. Bucket is good.
So effective, so strong. Get to your spot. Tyler Johnson gives you so much on the offensive end.
Right side, Westbrook. We've got 1:08 left to play here in the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Boy, when you look back on Russell Westbrook's career, the athleticism at the point guard position, borderline absurd. The power, the speed with which he moves on the floor, boy, you just don't see it that consistently.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And with Westbrook and his elite athleticism, Doris, it can be seen in his great statistics.
Well, you don't average 30 points a game in the NBA unless you can absolutely blow past defenders like Russell Westbrook. Gosh, the strength in his legs allows him to fight for rebounds. He is so productive from the point guard position. It's extraordinary.
No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also.
Well, what you love about Russell Westbrook, yes, he can give you a triple-double every night. But what I love more is the passion and the fact that he gives it to you every single night he plays.
The Suns have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
You've got to appreciate their ability to make free throws, 81% as a team.
Free throw, good, Booker.
Well, Devin Booker has proven to be a capable shooter from every spot on the floor, including the free throw line. This guy has become a must-watch.
Both free throws good from Booker. Rockets trail by 9. Westbrook surveying the D. The quick look, no good that time.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over. You know, he's had better starts, obviously, but he's shaking it off here in the second. Got to recognize the situation, trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Here's Baines. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here is House. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. 20 seconds left to play here in the half. Picked his pocket. The numbers in their favor. Rubio with a wide open look. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. With 1 on the clock.
Yeah, that's a terrific contest by Oubre. He's got the length and quickness to defend every perimeter spot, 1 through 3.
And so we conclude the first half. Suns lead by 9. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks a lot. High turnovers in the first half, James. I'm sure that ball security will be a focus in the second half.
Yeah, that's still too many turnovers, especially unforced turnovers. So we got to really lock in on our turnovers, make the right play at all times.
James, thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. For the Suns, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of the period, they held a 3-point lead. They really did some damage in the second quarter, and as things started clicking for them, they were able to get out to a 9-point lead by halftime. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
They came out with the right mindset. That's what I'm talking about right there. I mean, that's the hard driving offensive approach I like to see. If they keep it up, unstoppable.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
To fall behind like this at home after only one half is upsetting. We're not talking about an insurmountable deficit, but we're not talking about a small one either. They're going to have to play a good second half of basketball for a chance to win this.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. You know, guys, Devin Booker has been exceptional here.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
I have to love his tenacity. This guy stays in attack mode, makes defenders work, tries to keep them off balance.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you, 2 quarters in the books. Suns leading by 9. Tucker and Capella are up front. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. And it's House in at the small forward spot. They're the group for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Back to Rubio. Beyond the arc. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Rubio's got the lead up to 12 now for the Suns.
I tell you, that jumper might not be the prettiest of pictures, but the offensive spacing improves dramatically when Rubio hits it.
And here's Harden for 3, but they get it back.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
You know, that an area where Tucker continues to improve, making the extra pass.
Sharks, that's good.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Outside Westbrook. It's good. Westbrook's got 15.
Defender in his grill, and Russell says, "Let me shake you off, sir. I've got to score this."
Passes it to Booker. Down low. Here's Sharch. They get it again. He kicks to Baines. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Good work defensively by Capella. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, everyone is getting to their spots and then capitalizing. 3 for 4 in the quarter. Beautiful. You know, you think back to the history of players in the NBA and who can match up to the intensity of Russell Westbrook. This guy goes full speed, 100% every second he's on the floor, and regardless of how you rate Westbrook, you have got to admire what he brings nightly.
And that one falls for Westbrook. And Doris with Westbrook, that competitive fire, an edge he plays with, can rub some opponents the wrong way.
It can, Kevin, and to be honest, Russell Westbrook probably wants it exactly that way. He's beloved by so many retired players because to them he brings that old school NBA mentality.
Suns haven't made a mistake at the line yet, 10 of 10.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Saric nails them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Saric against Westbrook. Some solid defense from Saric. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here is Harden. He's got 13. Goes back up. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
Rockets have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one. Phoenix leading by 9. Rubio the pass to Saric. And Capella sends it back. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Devin Booker.
And really on top of all else Harden does for you at this end, he's a tremendous free throw shooter, around 85% for his career. Clutch.
First one falls for him. Some changes for Phoenix. Frank Kaminsky comes in for Aaron Baines, and it's Johnson in for Kelly Oubre. Both good from the line that time.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And sometimes from the outside, not always clear what led a coach to call for a timeout.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Let's check out some numbers here for James Harden. The past month has been surreal. First in scoring, second in steals, and his playmaking ability, unquestioned, one of the top 15 assist men in our league.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. No problems knocking that one down. And the Suns lead by 10.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, Greg? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone. Knocks that one down. 4 triples for the night, 3 in the first half.
Rubio against Westbrook. There's the double team with Westbrook. Kicks it out to Johnson. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 7th assist in the game. Outside Westbrook. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Frank Kaminsky picks one up. We're seeing some great shooters with length, tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now, but when you look in your crystal ball, Doris, what might be the next player trend in the NBA?
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
Second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
Now, here's Rubio. He's got 8 on the sideline. Let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. Taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas. David, thank you. And he makes the first. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Houston. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the first of 4 played at home for them.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds, given what the scoreboard says.
Yes! And the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
The motor of Russell Westbrook is absolutely amazing. This guy stays with his shot even through the tough contact.
And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. Suns leading by 3. Rubio looking around. The dish now to Bridges. Kaminsky with the ball. Right now he's averaging 11 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Chandler comes with the double team. Rubio finds Kaminsky. They get it back.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
Rockets have gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Here's Westbrook. Count it. Westbrook's got 28.
When Westbrook's game is cooking like this, the opponents, you can see it in their body language, just shaking their heads going, oh boy, we got a problem here.
And the Suns call time.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at the Rockets, they're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And, of course, there's the Suns, 4 games back.
And seeing where the Suns are, it's been a nice run they're on to start the season, especially when you compare it to the way it ended just a year ago.
Now here's Kaminsky. Dishes it to Johnson. Back to Kaminsky. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Chandler comes with the double team. For 3, Bridges. It's rebounded by Houston. And not a seasoned Doris that pops off the stanchion, but a strong rookie campaign for Mikal Bridges.
You simply can't ignore the defense he brings for this team. Very refined for his experience level. Teams would love to see him grow into a third option on the offensive end with this roster. Let's see if that happens.
Here's Rubio, following the score by Houston. Kaminsky finds Booker. From outside, off the mark.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Westbrook gets it to go.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Now here's Booker. 15 points in the game. Over Harden. Rebounded by Cephalosha. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Fires at the elbow. And it's Westbrook missing. Phoenix has got more than a 50% success rate on their three-pointers since halftime. They're 4 of 7. Rubio dishes to Booker. Takes the 13-footer. Chandler with the steal. Outside Westbrook. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Harden against Booker. Over Harden. No good from Booker.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk. Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And the shot is good. Rubio's got 10 points.
Oh, you have to appreciate Rubio's creativity. Floats that one in.
Harden outside. Chandler, the pass to Tucker. Kicks to Westbrook. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
Booker dishes to Rubio. To the paint. Kaminsky, the pass to Johnson. Booker against Harden. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. Houston in the lead. Outside Westbrook. Quick shot there, and it's off target. Suns shooting here about 46% for the game. Bridges with it. Westbrook picks him up. Pass to Johnson. He kicks it to Booker. Harden against Rubio. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
You see the defender unwilling to just give it to Rubio. Forces him to the line.
First trip to the line for him here.
Shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
Now, this is one of the most talked about international players ever, and I think Rubio just needs to stay healthy and keep working on that shot.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. McLemore's checked in for P.J. Tucker, and it's Rivers in for James Harden. And the Suns making a change here as well. Diallo, he's checked in for Kaminsky. That one drops. He ties it up. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. And the pass to Rivers. Now here is Cephalosha. Pass to Westbrook. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Defensively, you have to contract to take away the over-the-top lob to Chandler.
Booker outside. Passes to Bridges. Kicks it to Booker. Pass to Rubio for the lead. On the rebound goes to the Rockets. McLemore's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rivers. He has 6. Chandler the pass to Cephalosha. Back to Chandler. The kick out to Westbrook. On the 3 off target. The Suns trailing to the right side. Now, here's Bridges. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game, and that's a foul. It's called Untabo Cephalosha. That is his first foul of the game. Houston making some changes. Clint Capella comes in for Chandler, and Daniel House subbed in for Rivers. And for the Suns, Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Johnson, and Oubre subbed in for Bridges. There's the double team with Westbrook. Rubio finds Baines. They get it back. Diallo, and there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Boy, the work ethic on the offensive glass just refuses to give up on that possession.
Here is House, covered by Oubre, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Aaron Baines. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. The Rockets have had 15 tries at the line. They've made 10.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And Booker kicks to Oubre. Here's Baines, covered by Cephalosha. Baines passes to Rubio, and the shot goes in. Rubio's got it all tied up now for Phoenix.
How about the effort by Rubio on that play, fighting his way through contact?
Here is House, covered by Oubre. House, the pass to Capella. They swipe it. For the lead. No good off the back of the rim. Houston's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. McLemore dishes to House. There's the pass to Capella. Shot clock at 5. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Here's Cephalosha. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots at the game right here.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Free throw good, Cephalosha. He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Out in front now, although he left 1 point on the board right there.
The feed to Oubre, and finished off by Oubre.
Oh, boy, Kevin. Kelly Oubre is rolling. You can see all that potential starting to rise to the surface.
It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Cephalosha kicks to House. Capella, high post. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
He misses the free throw. That one misses. Booker outside. From 12 feet out. That one, no good. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Suns on top, up by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Houston, Texas. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
And Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups, brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the 4th quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns, Rubio and Booker, they're the backcourt. Kelly Oubre out there with Dario Saric, and it's Diallo in at the center position. Here's Booker, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Over McLemore, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. 19 points for Devin Booker.
Well, just such a crafty offensive talent. Devin Booker working the mid-range. What doesn't he do?
And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. In the corner, it's Diallo. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Now it's a 4-point Suns lead.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Outside Westbrook. It's over Rubio, and it's Houston with another.
We know this, Kevin. This mid-range game has always been attached to Russell Westbrook.
Rubio, the pass to Oubre. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Now Booker. Pass to Diallo. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Boy, not on the same page there. And in a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter started. And there's the call on Dario Saric. That's his first foul. And McLemore now atop the key. Outside Westbrook. From about 19 feet.
How about the smothering defense by Ricky Rubio? He's got terrific size for his position and affects the shot there.
Booker outside. It's rebounded by McLemore. McLemore's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. Ricky Rubio picks one up.
I'll tell you, he's been much better in this second half. He's taking smarter shots. He's looking more comfortable. And guess what? He's in a groove.
Houston making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. And Phoenix has possession. They trail by 1. Rubio the pass to Saric. Back to Rubio. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, what terrific body control by Rubio, paying dividends.
That free throw good from Rubio. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. House the pass to Westbrook. Capella with it. And here's Westbrook. Here is House. 6 to shoot. He sinks the 11-footer.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Now, here's Rubio. Passes it to Diallo. Rubio against Westbrook. Here's Oubre. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. And the Suns lead by 3.
But he's got NBA range. There's no doubt about that. Oubre with 3-and-D ability on the wing.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Here's House. It's hauled in by Diallo. Diallo's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. A nice shot by Booker. Now it's a 5-point Suns lead.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Here is House, covered by Oubre. Got a hand on it. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Oubre's got 9 points now in just the second half. Here is House, covered by Oubre. It's tipped. Saric passes to Booker. To the middle. Here's Rubio. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
James Harden, he's checked in for Ben McLemore. And a change for the Suns. Kaminsky, he's checked in for Diallo.
One shot.
Free throw good, Rubio.
And after attempting no free throws in the first half, now he's putting the defense back on its heels.
Timeout called, the Rockets.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Westbrook, no good.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses.
Now you look at the physical gifts for Kelly Oubre. 6'7", but with a 7'2" wingspan. He's a terrific leaper, and he's got great potential defensively.
Good on the second free throw. Rockets trail by 11. Outside Westbrook. Over Rubio, and that one's good. Westbrook's got 9 points in the quarter.
He is just self-willing his team right now, doing everything he can to keep them alive.
Rubio, the pass to Saric. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. And the layup is good. Westbrook's got 44.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Rubio against Westbrook. Takes it out to Booker. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his assist totals piling up. 11 now for him. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Harden up top, defended by Booker. The kick out to Westbrook. Down low, here's House. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
They've cashed in on a lot of second chance opportunities here in the second half. That extra effort will help them cut into this deficit.
Now, here's Rubio. Oubre with it. That shot misses. Good work defensively by Capella.
Well, in the rebounding game, at least, it's been a strong physical performance for him.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That's his third foul of the game. And the Suns making a change here. Baines is checked in. Westbrook dishes to Harden. Here's Tucker. The teardrop falls in.
Well, that's just superb coordination and balance right there. Tucker's hard to move once he gets the ball inside.
Rubio, the pass to Saric. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. And Baines kicks to Booker. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
No, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
What's up?
And so Westbrook will bring it up for the Houston Rockets. 9-point game. Keeps it alive, and it's put back up and in by Capella.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Now, here's Rubio. Here's Baines to the inside. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Houston's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Westbrook passes to Harden. All three off the mark.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Inside, Oubre, the tip in on the offensive rebound. Oubre's got 8 points here in this quarter.
This is one of the purest point guards to come around in quite some time. He is, Rubio, the ultimate distributor.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, drains the three-pointer.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Harden against Booker. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It's going to be on James Harden.
You know, crafty, that seems to be the word most applied to Booker. Able to get the defense to overreact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw, good, Booker. Both free throws good from Booker. Rockets trail by 8. Outside Westbrook. That one goes. Count it. Westbrook's got 49 points in the game.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Sharks looking around. He kicks it to Booker. Pocket 6. The shot comes out. Good work defensively by Harden. Here is House. He dishes it to Tucker. Now here's Westbrook. Back to Tucker. Lets the three fly. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got his 6th assist on the night.
I know he's not the most efficient long-range shooter, but Tucker hits enough of those to space out the defense.
Pass to Booker. Kicks to Rubio. 13 feet away. That shot, no good. The Rockets go the other way with it, and they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing under control. And if they've been saving a sure thing play, now is the time for it.
1:52 left to play here in the fourth. Saric against Westbrook. Saric passes to Rubio, and the shot goes down. Rubio's got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, give credit to Rubio. Tough-minded individuals tend to excel in big moments.
Harden against Booker. Phoenix grabs the miss. Baines has got rebound number 8 now on the night. Booker in the corner. Elbow shot. Harden with the defensive effort. Rockets trail by 5. And Baines pulls it down. And it's Rubio with the ball for Phoenix. Here's Booker, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
The ability to drive with either hand. Booker gets the defender on his heels, draws the foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
Well, just knocking them down from the charity stripe, extending the lead. Simple basketball.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're behind by 7. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ricky Rubio.
Yeah, it's his job to keep their offense ticking, and tonight he's earned his keep. He's been able to find open teammates everywhere, feeding the post, creating open jump shots on the perimeter. His passing has been the best element of his game.
If he could only contribute like this for them every night, you can't overstate how much better it makes this team when he has a game like this, and on the road no less. The pass to Capella. Second shot opportunity. The dish to Westbrook. And another one falls. That gives him 51.
Making it look easy.
41 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now Rubio. Here's Saric. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Capella. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Saric outside. And there's the pass to Rubio. 6 on the shot clock. Over Westbrook.
Boy, the ground Russell Westbrook can cover. It's incredible. The speed, the wingspan, breathtaking.
It's House outside. Offensive rebound. The 3 from Harden. No good on that one. So the Suns win it. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot, Ricky. You've played in a lot of big games, but what does it mean to you to make a big contribution tonight?
Yeah, it means something. It means that we win. But, I mean, of course, I'm happy. But the most important thing is that we play as a team. We did it today, and we make shots.
Great performance all around, Ricky. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in. So long and good night, everyone.